Revision of cubes and cube roots. First concept is perfect cube or cube number. Perfect cube can be obtained by multiplying the same number 3 times. So if you have to find out what is the perfect cube of 3, so you have to multiply 3 times. So that is 27. 27 is a perfect cube of 3. You multiply 4 3 times, you get a perfect cube of 4. That is 64. If you multiply 5 3 times, then you get a perfect cube of 5. That is 125. So when the number is multiplied to itself 3 times, you get a perfect cube. You can see here all these factors, they appear in a group of 3. Let us now observe what is the relationship between unit place of a number and the unit place of a cube number. So if the number ends with 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 0, the perfect cube also ends with respectively 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 0. Now here you see if the number ends with 2, the cube number ends with 8. If the number ends with 8, the cube number ends with 2. If the number ends with 3, the cube number ends with 7. If the number ends with 7, the cube number ends with 3. And one more property is there. You see here all the odd numbers. What is the perfect cubes of all the odd numbers? That is also odd. See, 7 cube is 343, 9 cube is 729, 5 cube is 125. So cube of an odd number is odd. Similarly, cube of an even number is always a even number. Now let us see some interesting patterns. So if you add the consecutive odd numbers, you will get a perfect cube. So add the first odd number, you get 1 cube, that is 1. You add the next two odd numbers, 3 plus 5, you get 8. That is a perfect cube of 2. You are adding two odd numbers. Let us add the next three odd numbers starting from 7. So 7, 9 and 11. That is a perfect cube of 3. That is 27. You are adding 3 odd numbers. Now if you add 4 odd numbers starting from 13, then you get 4 cube. That is 64. Then if you add all the odd numbers starting from 21 till 29, you are adding 5 odd numbers. So that is a perfect cube of 5. That is 125. Now, cubes and their prime factors. Let us take this question. Is 1188 a perfect cube? If not, by which smallest natural number should 1188 be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? For any number to be in perfect cube, every factor should appear in a group of 3. So let us do the prime factorization of 1188. It will go by 2. Again it will go by 2. And then it will go by 3. It will go by 3. It will go by 3. It will go by 11. So what are the prime factors of 1188? It is 2 times 2, 3 times 3 and 1 time 11. So for this to be the perfect cube, every factor should appear in a group of 3. That is what they have asked you here for. Is 1188 a perfect cube? Answer is clearly no, because only one factor, that is 3, is appearing in a group of 3. Remaining two factors, 2 and 11, they are not appearing in a group of 3. So now the next question is, if not, by which is the smallest natural number? This should be divided so that you get the quotient as a perfect cube. So if you divide both the sides by 2 into 2 into 11, so from this side this will be eliminated, then you will get a perfect cube, that is a perfect cube of 3. So by which smallest number you should divide it with? So 2 into 2 into 11, so that is 44. So when you divide 1188 by 44, you will get the quotient as perfect cube. Cube root. Finding the cube root is the inverse operation of finding the cube number. Let us understand this with the help of an example. 2 cube is equals to 8. So cube root of 8, this is your cube root symbol. So cube root of 8 is 2. 5 cube is 125. So cube root of 125 is 5. Let us take this question. Find the cube root of 3375 by prime factorization method. So let us do the prime factorization of 3375. We'll go by 5, 5 30, 5 7s are 35, 5 5s are 25. Goes with 5 again. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25. Goes with 5 again. 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35. Goes with 3, 9, 3, 1. So these are the prime factors of 3375. So let us write down here 3 times 5 and you have 3 times 3. You need to find out the cube root. So let us take the cube root on both the sides. This is your cube root symbol. So cube root of 3375 is equals to cube root, you have to take it on this side as well. So you are multiplying 5 3 times and you are multiplying 3 also 3 times. To find out the cube, you need to multiply the number to itself 3 times. When you are finding the cube root, you need to group 3 numbers. So from here 1 5 will come out, from here 1 3 will come out. So this is a perfect cube of 15. Next question. Find the cube root of 8,57,375. Second number is 17,576 through estimation. So let us take that number first. 8,57,375. So you need to find out the cube root of this number through estimation. For that, we need to first form the group, starting from the ones digit in the group of 3. So we have formed the groups now. This is called as the first group. This is your second group. So let us take the first group. What is the number in the first group? We have 375. That is the number in the first group. And you know that 5 cube is 125. So here the cube number ends with 5. The unit place of the cube root is 5. So similarly here you can see the cube number ends with 5. The cube root also ends with 5. So units digit, therefore the unit digit of the cube root number is 5. Now let us take the second group. What is there in the second group? We have 857. 857, it lies between 9 cube, that is 729, and 10 cube, that is equals to 1000. So friends, clearly see 857, it is greater than 729 but it is less than 1000. So 729 is lesser than 1000 and 729, it is a perfect cube of 9. Therefore the tens digit of the cube root number is 9. So what is the cube root of 8,57,375? That is, through estimation method, is this is in tens place and this is in units place. The cube root is 95. Now let us take the second question, that is 17,576. So let us form the groups then. So here in the second question, we have 17,576. So first we need to form the groups. Starting from ones place in the group of 3. So here we have just two numbers. So in the first group, you have got 576. And what is the cube of 6? You have got 216. So you can see the cube number ends with 6. So the cube root is having 6 in the units place. Here the cube number is ending with 6. Therefore the unit digit is 6 for the cube root of the number. So unit digit of a cube root of a number is 6. Now let us take the second group. The second group here it is 17, and 17 lies between, here you can see 2 cube is equals to 8 and 3 cube is equals to 27. 17 lies between 8 is greater than 8 and lesser than 27. So which out of these two is smaller? 8. And 8 is a perfect cube of 2. So therefore the tens digit of the cube root number is 2. So what is the cube root of 17,576 through estimation method? It is 2 is in tens place and 6 is in ones place. So the cube root of 17,576 is 26.